guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today we'll be doing a supplement review, and this is from Horbäach Rhodiola Rosea. I hope you enjoy the rest of my review. You're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. All in the social media content in the description section, so do check that out. So if you guys don't know, I do suffer from anxiety and TBI or PCS, and also chronic fatigue. And that the chronic fatigue and anxiety is due to the head injuries. So I've never had that before. And I remember when, and I stutter a little bit now. That never happened before, ever. So if you are new to my channel and you don't know where of that, I'm just letting you know that. And this is why I'm taking these. I never would have imagined I'd be taking supplements to help me with that. So this is the third brand that I'm trying for Rhodiola Rosea. So for my research, Rhodiola Rosea helps boost energy, and it also helps with mood. So if you are usually, people get very, very moody due to lack of sleep and lack of energy. So when someone has chronic fatigue, or they're just completely exhausted, a lot of times they can get very crabby or cranky or irritable or slightly like easily annoyed, and that's because they're very, very tired. And so I just felt like I wasn't me anymore, and so I've been doing a lot of research and trial and error on different supplements to help me go back to who I used to be. I used to be full of energy, and now I just, it's different. So these I take 2 in the morning. When I wake up, I actually have a one of those weekly reminder pills. I think I have the XXL. I put that on my nightstand, so when I wake up, after I turn off my alarm, that's what I take. This and other supplements. I will do that in a separate video because there's been so many questions about if this is the only supplement that I do take or other supplements that I do take. No, I take a lot of different kinds. So this one is for mood and energy, but really number 1 is for energy, because I've noticed that if I'm fully energized, my mood is perfect. So I don't really need that, but it does help, it does help, and it does help with anxiety, and it does help you not really cling on to silly stuff. So I feel more of myself. It says here, this is an ancient botanical known as the golden root. This herb has been used traditionally for centuries. Optimal form, this is 2,000 milligrams of Rhodiola Rosea per serving. So one capsule is actually 1,000 milligrams. So that's why it's 2 for 2,000. And it says it's a quick release capsule, and it is free of gluten, wheat, yeast, milk, lactose, artificial flavor and sweetener, and non-GMO. Just so you know, wheat is usually from, gluten is usually something from grain, usually. So I don't know what they would say this, because this is a flour. But I think they just have to do that just so it's easier for people who do have a celiac disease to be aware that this is gluten-free. So anyway, this is the third brand that I tried, and I have to say that, as you can see, I have the second bottle and a third. I'm actually on a third or fourth or fifth bottle, and the reason that that I actually saved 2 bottles is because this is the best one that I've tried so far. The first one was really great. The second one was I did try the second one a few bottles, because one bottle really is kind of a short amount of time, and I do want to give supplements, I do want to give it time I do want to give it the chance. So that's why I usually go through a few bottles before I do my reviews. This one, I have noticed that I only need 2. So I'm just going to let you know the other side effects that this would get from my experience. There hasn't been anything bad. This can actually suppress your appetite. So if you're interested in losing weight, this can suppress your appetite. But I only take this once a day, and that's in the morning. I would still suggest you eat, though. And when I take this right away in the morning, because I'm very, very busy, I typically don't eat until for 2 to 3 hours after. That would be the first time I'll eat in the day. But if you are into like, I don't know if this is keto friendly, but intermittent fasting, this will really help because it will curb your appetite. Yeah, so yeah. I know a lot of like diets because my husband likes to go through or like research the different kinds of diets. So I kind of know that. I can't do keto. I know people have asked me if I want to do keto. I can't do keto. And I usually do like a typical diet, you know, like a full balanced meal. That's usually what I do. But so anyway, with this, I didn't change my diet. When someone says diet, don't always associate that with like trying to lose weight. Diet is usually just, you know, your food intake. That's what I remember in school. So I do try to do a healthy diet and as much as possible. And so with this, I take this first thing in the morning with water, of course. And because I also take this with collagen, if you haven't seen my updates on my collagen intake, and I think I take 2 different kinds of collagen, try to look for that too. For that, it tells you to wait a minimum of 30 minutes or half an hour before you eat or drink anything else after that. And for me, because of this, not just this brand, but Rhodiola Rosea, I've noticed that you can train your body to not just wait for half an hour, but an hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. And the reason that happened with me wasn't deliberate. It was accidental. And I kind of noticed that, oh gosh, I haven't eaten in 3 hours, you know. So it really does curb your appetite. And if it's like the first day, there maybe in a half hour you might start to get a little bit hungry. But if you want to curb your appetite even more, like if you want to do the intermittent fasting or you want to lose weight and not eat as much, what I would suggest is maybe wait 2 hours and then eat your first meal. And yeah, just continue your lifestyle. There are no changes at all. I also have cut out caffeine in my life now due to health reasons. I do have an abnormal heart valve, and caffeine was actually giving me chest pains, and so I've had to cut that out now. I had to go to the emergency room, so it was pretty bad, really, really bad. So I just cut out caffeine now. So this is even more essential to my life now because I just don't do anything caffeine. I can't really. It really is a health risk for me. I was in extreme pain. So this, even though I have, you know, an abnormal heart valve, this didn't really give me any problems. If it did, it would have stopped. And I've been through, I don't even know. I think I've been using this for over a year, I think. Not this particular brand, but like Rhodiola Rosea. So it number one, I used it for fatigue, and then all the other good stuff like helping with your mood, your you know, not very crabby and stuff like that. Those were the bonus. What I've noticed, like my fatigue is better, and my mood is better. But I will do a separate video on the other stuff that I do use because I don't think that this actually is a cure for all. I don't think that this alone actually does eliminate everything. And everybody's case is a little bit different. Yours might be better than mine or worse than mine. I've seen a lot of people review and they say they only use this instead of coffee. They use this instead of an energy drink. And so that's great. For some people, they had to do a little bit more, but you have to be cautious on how much you take. That's why I take other supplements as well, including this, so that I could make sure that I'm not overdoing it. This particular brand, I actually enjoy and I really, really love, and it's very, very affordable. Again, all of it is in the description section, so if you want to check that out as well, so you want to connect with me in my other social media accounts, in the description section as well. I do give this a 2 thumbs up. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Overall, wonderful product, wonderful pricing, wonderful quality. I don't have any problems with this at all. It really is potent, and it really does work. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions for this particular brand, for this particular product, let me know down in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys all the time. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.